Hi, I'm David Gassaway. On this episode of Talk Around Town, we're going to talk roadway transportation infrastructure projects. I'm out here on the corner of Claybank and Gulf Drive with our Assistant Public Works Director, Ryan Ponganiban. He's also our city engineer. I see that there's equipment and there's work going on here on Claybank. What's happening?
So Claybank Road is going to be widened out. It's a major arterial, so it's going to be 4 lanes with sidewalk on either side and bike lanes. So that's important because not only is vehicle traffic going to be supported, but also pedestrians, bicyclists will be able to enjoy this stretch of roadway.
Claybank's, been a roadway for a long time, 2 lanes going each way. So on this side, this is where we're expanding. What will it look like when it's all done? I know you said there'll be, sidewalks, bike lanes.
In 2019, the developer completed a section of Claybank Road between Airbase Parkway and Horizon. And this project, in essence, is going to be a continuation of that. So what we're constructing now is going to be the northbound lanes of future Claybank Road. This roadway sees approximately 20,000 trips per day in vehicles. So this much needed expansion is to help and continue construction of new homes and commercial development within the area.
So from the Villages neighborhood, then there'll be, I assume, signalized intersections to make access, improved and improved roadway safety?
That's correct. So the traffic signals are a key part of the roadway infrastructure, and to make sure that folks who make left turns and right turns safely, that traffic signal system is going to need to be in place. In addition, the traffic signals have an adaptive system, and what that means is the traffic signals are going to talk.
Okay, so the adaptive is basically all the signals along Claybank will be interconnected and talking together to keep traffic flowing and really improve traffic congestion out in this area.
You got it, that's 100% correct. So the adaptive system ensures that in different times of day, whether it's in the afternoon or the morning, it accommodates for those changes in the signal time.
Okay, excellent. Now, you mentioned partnership with the master plan developer. Is this a project that the city's doing, or is this a project that the developer's building?
So in collaboration with the master plan developer, as you alluded to, this project's being led by the developer. And what that means is through the design process, this Public Works Department has reviewed the plans, looked at what was going to be included as part of their design. And once we approve those plans, then it gets shifted over to the construction. So we're overseeing the construction of the project. We're inspecting to make sure that the roads are being constructed correctly with the right materials and the right means and methods, as we talk about it in the construction industry.
So great, so it's under construction. What type of timeline can residents expect? Obviously construction has some impact. What timeline are we looking at for this project?
So they started here in the summer of 2024. They're going to be working on the major excavation work and the underground piping installation for the drainage, and then continue with the asphalt and paving work, concrete, all that, hoping to finish up by the end of the year so that we could open it up and the public can enjoy the road.
Okay.
In the spring of 2025, they'll be coming back and doing the landscaping and making those remaining improvements to the road itself.
Okay, so from a traffic perspective, aiming for the end of the year, have the roadways done. That's excellent. Residents will certainly like that in this part of town. Then there will be some, finish up work with the landscaping. I would think springtime is the right time to do landscaping work anyways. Now, Claybank obviously is a big project, but in this area, I don't think that's the only project going on. And I know we hear a lot from residents about the importance of Manuel Campos and the extension of Manuel Campos, certainly a major thoroughfare, across the northern side of the city. So that's it right now for Claybank, but stay tuned for just a moment and we're gonna come back with some more information about Manuel Campos.
Meet Archie. Fairfield now has an automated website chat assistant to help you. With Archie, you can easily connect to find answers to your questions, submit a service request, or send a message to city staff. To start a conversation, please visit our website at fairfield.ca.gov and click on the chat icon. With Archie, it's that simple. At the City of Fairfield, we want to stay connected with you.
Welcome back. We're here at a new location along Manuel Campos at the intersection of Dixon Hill. Still here with Ryan, our Assistant Public Works Director and City Engineer. Ryan, Manuel Campos I know has been a big project, a little behind schedule, but I think we're picking back up. The signalized intersections were recently powered up and in operation. So what's next to come on Manuel Campos?
A key part of the project is allowing for the Solano Irrigation District water treatment plant. They have a lot of treatment plant vehicles that need to make safe access into their facility. So the city's taken on that project as a capital project in conjunction with SID. So we're planning on starting that work later this summer. Work's going to continue through the rest of the year into the early spring. In addition to that work, there's overhead lines and utilities that need to be underground. So that work is scheduled to start later this summer. That will allow for us to start actual physical construction on Manuel Campos. So as it looks today, you can see it's 4 lanes with bike paths. In the summer of 2025, they're planning on completing the actual roadway construction up to Claybank Road.
Okay, so it'll be 4 lanes all the way to Claybank.
You got it.
Okay, that's excellent. I think that's exciting news. And I know it's been a complex project. How about landscaping? I know this section was recently done, signals are up and running, but the landscaping's not done. What's the plan there?
So what the contractor or the developer are looking at is to do some of this grading work. And then when that's all in and irrigation's installed, then they'll come in back in the spring of 2025 to install the landscaping in both this area and then in the medians.
Okay, so similar to Claybank, do the landscaping in the springtime. Anything else folks should know in terms of Manuel Campos and any future plans for extension of Manuel Campos?
It's such a big infrastructure project, it's going to have to be phased and sequenced as such. So we're hoping that the next phase of construction for Manuel Campos, which is between Claybank and Portland, can be kicking off here in the next 2 to 3 years.
Okay, yeah, because eventually it'll go all the way down to Peabody and then connect into Vanden. So there's a nice parkway that's that full connection. But that's a big, expensive project, and that's going to take certainly a few more years. Is there anything else we should know before we wrap up today?
So we plan to keep the public informed of all the improvements that are happening within this area on a monthly basis. So if you haven't subscribed already, make sure that you do to our project webpage. That'll be the best way to stay up to date on the construction activities.
Okay, excellent. Well, Ryan, thank you very much for telling us about Claybank and Manuel Campos, very important projects. Thank you all for joining us once again. For Talk Around Town, I'm David Gassaway. We'll see you next time.
To view more programs like this, follow the City of Fairfield on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.